Good morning, students. This is our second session for lesson 6, Motions of the Earth. In our previous session, I have told you that there are two motions or two movements of the Earth, that is rotation and revolution. Okay, rotation causes day and night. Okay, and it takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Revolution causes changes in seasons, and it takes 365 days, 6 hours, or 1/4 day. That means 365 days and one fourth again a day is added. That is the time taken for the revolution of the earth. Okay, as I explained you before also, that the sun is there. Okay, the sun is this side, the sun rays are falling on this side of the earth. Suppose that this is the earth. Okay, so this part is receiving light, so it is having day, and this is the night which is facing my side. Okay, now as the earth rotates, it will take this position. Okay, the sun is there only, sun stays at one place only, the earth moves. Now previously this black side was on the earth's sun side, so it was receiving the light, and the part which is on my side was dark. Now it has rotated and moved. Okay, now this part which is in front of the sun is receiving the light. That means now this part is having the day and the back part is having night. Okay, you can do this experiment at home also. You can take a ball as I have shown you before. Okay, and make complete darken the room. Okay, and then put a torch light on that part of the ball. So the ball which will facing the torch light will have the day, and the back part will be in dark. That is night. Again, when you again turn it back, now the back part comes to front and the front part goes back. So now this part will be having day, and this part will have night. This is the rotation of the earth. And we have also learned that the earth is tilted, the axis of the earth. Let me erase this, then it will be more clear to you. First of all, this is the earth. Earth is divided into two halves. This is the equator. Okay, it divides the earth into two equal halves. That line is equator. Now the axis is there. Okay, this is North Pole and this is South Pole. This is South Pole, this is North Pole. Okay, and this is the axis of the earth. Okay, as I said you, if the sun is there, the rays are going. So this part is day. Okay, and that part is having night. Now as the earth revolves, okay, this part is going to come front and this part will go at the back. So this night part will now have the day and the day part will have night. Okay, this is the rotation of the earth. Now let me explain you the revolution of the earth. Open page number 38. So we start with the revolution of the earth. The earth not only rotates on its axis, but it also moves around the sun in a fixed path. Okay, this movement of the earth is called revolution. The earth moves around the sun and that path is fixed, it doesn't change. Okay, thus rotation and revolution happen at the same time. The earth and other planets move around the sun in a fixed path called the orbit. So the path, you can see it here. This is orbit where they are moving. The path is fixed. Okay, once the earth is here, then it takes the position here, then here, then here. This is the revolution of the earth. Okay, it takes 365 days and 6 hours for the earth to complete one revolution around the sun. As I said you, 365 days and 6 hours. Okay, or 1/4 day, you can say it again. A year has 365 days. The extra 6 hours per year is added for every 4 years to form an extra day in February, which makes a leap year. We have done this in our previous lesson also, when we have done about the Saka calendar. Okay, Gregorian calendar and Saka calendar. What happens that when this we all know that 365 days are there in a year, 1 year. Now 6 hours is left. Okay, now this 6 hours every 4th year means 6 hours, 6 hours and 6 hours. It becomes 24 hours, or you can say 1 day. Now this 6 hours which is remaining every year, every 4th year it is added, and that year is a leap year. Okay, and in which month it is added? It is added to the month of February. So on that year February has 29 days. Normally February has 28 days. Okay, but in the leap year February will have 29 days. Why? Because this 6 hours, okay, every 4th year is added, and it becomes 1 day in the 4th year. That 1 day is added to the month of February. Okay. Now Factpedia, the earth revolves around the sun at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. So the speed of the earth of revolving around the sun is 30 kilometers per hour. Now figure out will be your homework. Okay, you will try to find out the answers, and we will discuss it in the next session. The revolution of the earth around the sun causes the change in seasons. Rotation causes day and night, and revolution causes change in seasons. The tilted axis of the earth is also responsible for the change in seasons. This tilted axis, this is again responsible for the change in seasons. The top half of the earth that lies between the equator and the north pole. Now this is the equator, this is the top half. We are talking about this. Okay, so the top half of the earth that lies between the equator and the north pole is called the northern hemisphere. As I explained you before also, let me raise this. So this part is hemisphere. Okay, and this part is southern hemisphere. Okay, so I will read it again. The top half of the earth lies between the equator and the north pole is the northern hemisphere, and the bottom half that lies between equator and the south pole is called the southern hemisphere. Okay, as the earth revolves around the sun from April to June, the tilt of the earth is such that the northern hemisphere of the earth is tilted towards the sun. You can see it here, this part. Okay, summer part I am talking about. Now I am reading, kindly concentrate on the diagram also. So as the earth revolves around the sun from April to June, the tilt of the earth is such that the northern hemisphere of the earth is tilted towards the sun, while the southern hemisphere is away from it. Okay, so here you will see that the north pole is here. So north pole is tilted towards the sun, it is facing the sun, and the southern hemisphere, this part is away from the sun. This part is away from the sun. So what happens? The northern hemisphere receives direct rays from the sun, and it has longer hours of sunlight, hence the days are longer. Let me explain it with the help of a diagram, it will be more clear to you. will see that the direct rays of the sun are falling on the northern side. Okay, and this is away from the sun. This is away. The direct sunlight is not falling here. The direct sunlight is falling on the northern hemisphere side. It is when we are talking about the month of April to June. Okay, so now what is happening? The northern hemisphere receives direct rays from the sun and it has longer hours of sunlight, hence the days are longer. Obviously we all know that in the summer time the days are longer and the nights are small. The opposite happens in the southern hemisphere, which is tilted away from the sun. This is away from the sun, so the days are short and the sun rises and sets early. So what happens here, the direct sunlight is falling, so here the days are longer and nights are short. Days long, nights short. Okay, and on the other side here, days are short, nights are long. Okay, therefore when it is summer in the northern hemisphere, it is winter in the southern hemisphere. So now what season is there? This part is having summer. The northern hemisphere is having summer and southern hemisphere is having winter. Okay class, so this was the position when the earth is in the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun and southern hemisphere is away from the sun. Okay, when northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, days are long, nights are short, and the season is summer. When it is away, so the days are short and nights are long, and it is experiencing winter season. And what is the month? Which month it is? April to June. Okay, today we are going to stop here only, and in the next session I will continue with the same part. Till then you will find out the answer for figure out, which I am going to discuss in the next session, which is there on page number 38. How long do other planets take to complete one revolution around the sun? This is your homework, you have to complete it. Okay, so we will continue with the same lesson in our next session also. Thank you class.